Kenya relaxes the containment measures it put in place in reactions to the coronavirus, there is a very real fear that we could see a surge in infections and overburden county healthcare systems. But even as Kenyans are exhorted to take personal responsibility and President Kenyatta preaches positive thinking, the role of the policymakers cannot be understated. Olive Barus reports.
Hindsight, they say, is 2020. And while managing the COVID-19 pandemic has been akin to navigating uncharted waters, there are those who appear to have weathered the storm better than others. The distinguishing factor appearing to be common sense.
Some countries such as Rwanda, even before they had any COVID case, they locked down. Uganda probably also fell into that. They had very good communication in that the government was clear and precise on the measures to take.
While Kenya's neighbors stopped receiving international flights even before the confirmation of a single COVID-19 infection, it was open season in Kenya. The Kenyan government turning a blind eye and a deaf ear to the danger posed by continuing to allow visitors from the epicenter of the disease. On February the 27th, when Ali Gire raised the alarm after a southern China plane landed in Kenya with no regard for containment, it was he that was sanctioned and not the government officials playing Russian roulette with the lives of Kenyans. Beyond pointing a temperature gun at those who arrived in the country, the authorities failed the test in enforcing quarantine, causing the disease to spread beyond Kenya's international flight hubs of Nairobi and Mombasa. A priest, for instance, traversed several counties to spread the disease in Siaya. As a whole, Deputy Governor Gideon Saburi of Kilifi contributed to the isolation of his county, a failure in effective communication of the life and death consequences of flouting the government's directives on restriction of movement. And when the proverbial waste matter hit the fan, it was the common man who paid with his life as the authorities rained blows on those who contravened the curfew. All the while, those on the right side of the political divide crossed county borders in droves for non-essential realignments. The head of state endorsing this double standard by contravening his own restrictions on gatherings of more than 15 with impunity, hosting parliamentary group meetings in State House and the Kenyatta International Convention Centre not just once or twice. And now, with Kenya's economy circling the drain, President Kenyatta's prescription is positive thinking.
A crisis always has two elements. The first is danger. The second is opportunity. Success is always given to the persons who exploit the opportunities but also manages to evade the danger.
As much as we'd like to, we cannot wish away the fear expressed by county governments that they're ill-prepared for a surge in COVID-19 infections. The ability of counties to not only test but contact trace and treat is critical to containing the virus. President Kenyatta's administration having thus far adopted a policy of preaching water and drinking wine. Having proven themselves to be the weak link, perhaps this time they'll heed their own advice and remember that if they continue to behave normally, this disease will treat us all abnormally. Olive Barus, NTV.